Welcome to Unshakable with Human Design, the show dedicated to helping entrepreneurs use human design to shift from hustle to flow without sacrificing results. Come here to become an unshakable human and build an unshakable business according to your human design. I'm your host, Nicole Laino. Hello and welcome to Unshakable with Human Design, everybody. I'm your host, Nicole Laino, and we are here to talk about the age-old question, the thing that comes up over and over and over again in every entrepreneurial circle that I'm a part of, whether it be friends of mine or people inside of my Business by Design mentorship, inside the Unshakable Human program. I hear it all the time. I see it online. Everybody talking about this concept of signing higher level clients. I think that every entrepreneur on some level thinks that if I could just get this type of person to see me, then all of my problems will be solved. I will have the business of my dreams. I'll be able to serve at the level that I'm meant to serve, and all of my problems will go away and my life will be perfect. True and not true. Very similarly to when I was acting, we all think that all I have to do is get in the room, get to the audition, and then they'll see me. If I could just have somebody see me. And I'm going to debunk some of this. Because as I found out as an actor in Los Angeles and in New York, it is so much more than just getting in the room. It's who you are when you walk in that room, how prepared you are. Are you right for it? There are so many factors. So yes, it's about getting in the right room at the right time. And the right time has so much to do with you. So we're going to break all of that down in this episode. Before I dive into that, I do want to announce the fact that doors to my Business by Design mentorship are officially open once again. We are so excited to be welcoming people into this program. This is my flagship program where I work hybridly through a group aspect and also through private one-on-one coaching sessions and readings with my clients. We take you through the whole process of building a sustainable and profitable business according to your human design. We do that through alignment and through systems like having a podcast and having funnels built so that you are actually creating income and not just getting into alignment, and you're not just creating income through hustle. You are doing it in a way that is maximizing and utilizing your energy so that you're attracting the right things to you and that your nervous system is in an open place so you're able to scale and grow at the rate that you choose. So if you are interested in that, all you have to do is DM me the word mentorship on Instagram. I'm at Nicole Laino Official, or go to NicoleLaino.com/enroll and you can check it out there. Check it out right there on the website. Now, we also have replays up for my Authority Accelerator Masterclass. This was where I broke down my 5-step framework, the Soul Strategy Method. I broke that entire thing down, which is what we teach inside Business by Design. I broke that entire thing down over a 5-day masterclass just last week. So if you'd like to watch those replays, if you're curious, you can dive into that as well. So all you have to do in order to get access to those replays is DM me the word masterclass on Instagram, again, at Nicole Laino Official, and we'll register you right there. And then you'll get a link that's driving you to the replay page so that you can watch and binge all of those sessions and see what you think about the method and learn something about your human design and how we build a business by human design. So all of that aside, let's dive into this episode now, shall we? So I talked about attracting dream clients, the human design aspect. I talked about that in episode 287, which was released on July 10th. So if you're looking for attracting dream clients and how this episode is different, if you've listened to that one already, this is going to be a different episode, I promise. I'm not talking about the same thing twice. But if you want to know about the specific aspect of the human design chart that I look at when I'm building a niche and I'm helping you uncover who you're cosmically aligned to help or who's part of your journey as far as living out your purpose, please listen to that episode because I dive into that where I talk about the nodes and the aspects of design that I use in order to help you build your niche and help you dig into that and position yourself perfectly so that you're attracting the right clients. So check out that episode if you want that aspect, but I highly recommend that you stay with us. You don't have to listen to that one first, but definitely add that one to your playlist. In this episode, I'm going to outline 3 things that you need in order to start attracting higher caliber, higher level clients. The first 2, I'm going to go through rather quickly. because we have talked about them before. I do think I'm going to give my own twist on them and my own special point of view on these. So they are valuable, but I really want to spend the most time, and I want you to pay attention to and really soak up the third one. Number 3 is the most essential and often so overlooked. But I didn't want to leave out 1 and 2 because I never want to make it sound like the third one is all you need. You need these other pieces. So let's start with the essentials. So the first thing that you need in order to be attracting a higher level client, in order to be reaching that higher caliber, higher level, more successful client, is you need real expertise in the market that they are looking for something in. Really look at your offers. Look at what you are putting out there. What are you peddling out there in the market? Now, if you are offering something that is really beneficial to a lower level client, then that higher level client might say, I don't need that. I have that already. More successful usually means that they are more resourced in other areas. They have learned different things. They have other things in place. They are not really looking necessarily most of the time for a jack of all trades. They're looking for a specialist because they have a foundation that's laid. They have something that is working in order to have gotten to this higher level place. And now they're saying, okay, these are the missing pieces. This is the area that I really want to fine tune. So now they're looking for a specialist. And so often I see people who are saying they want a higher level client, but their offers are totally not geared toward that person. They're not speaking to them. They are not really offering something that if one of those people stumbled upon their business or they met them at an event and that person said, what do you do? They're not really prepared to give a different version of what they do in order to allow that person to say, oh, I think I might need that. I have different ways that I introduce myself based on who I'm talking to. If I'm at an event where I'm speaking to people who are right for business by design, then I'm leading with that. But if I'm in a room of 7-figure entrepreneurs, I'm not trying to sell them into business by design because that's probably not the program that they need. I'm talking to them about an in-person retreat that I'm doing. I'm talking about aligning with your purpose so that your life can feel more spacious. I'm talking to a different person. I'm talking about relationships and human design. I'm talking about kids and human design. It's a very different message that I have. Still part of my core expertise. It's just off to the side. It's something different. It's something that the people at the lower level who don't have the business built might be saying, well, that's a nice to have for later, but I really need to make money right now. So I have to know what the people really want. So that's number 1. Number 2, messaging and the structure of your message. Now, you've heard me talk about this before. Speaking to a higher level audience is going to be different than speaking to a lower level audience. And I'm not just talking about not speaking to the broke people. Of course, that goes without saying. We don't want to speak to people who are stuck, who are committed more to their limitations than they are to overcoming those limitations. We don't want to be in the business of pulling people out of the mud who are quite comfortable there and who are not really committed to doing the work, but are committed to only to using I'm doing the work as an excuse to stay exactly where they are. It's a harsh truth, but that is the vast majority of people, and we don't want to be speaking to them. We want to call them up. That's what I always say to my clients. I'm never calling you out. I'm only calling you up. When you speak to a higher level of aspiration, and I'm not talking about the amount of money that people want, and that's gotten confused over the last few years, that speaking to aspirations was somehow better than speaking to problems. And, speak to their desires, not to their problems, so you're not preying on people who have problems. I think that that is just a fancy way of saying do it my way, and believe me, I don't think that that is actually true. You can just as easily prey on people with desires as you can with problems, especially when you're putting dollar signs in front of those desires. But when you're speaking to the life that they want to lead and you're being honest about the steps that it will take to get them there, that's the key, to remain in integrity with speaking aspirationally. I never tell people that building a business by human design is going to be like this. The fact is, I don't know. You have to assess where you are in order for you to understand how long it will take you and how much work there is to do. I just tell you, this is what we're going to take you through in something like business by design, where we're taking you through the alignment piece and we're taking you through building an infrastructure for your business so you become one of those higher level leaders that has all the things set, and now they just need fine tuning. Now they need a team to buy back more of their time. We're building a lot, and depending on how much of that you have built is going to determine how long this will take you or how difficult this might feel for you. I'm very honest about the process. That's why my program's a year and not 6 weeks. Unshakable Human is 6 weeks because it's a very different process that we're taking you through. Business by Design is all the things. It would be out of integrity for me to not tell you the process that you have to go through. But I have to position myself in a way where I'm speaking aspirationally to them, but I'm also speaking to them in a way of saying, this is how I understand your problem. This is how I understand where you are. And this is how I will help you get out of it. I have to show them the result. They don't have time to sift through all of my content to figure out if I'm the right person. I've got to be pretty direct and confident. And I have to understand what I do well enough that I can clearly state that in a way where they're like, this is the person that can help me. Now, here's the third one. And this is the one that I really want to focus on. This is the one that I want you to stop what you're doing, hang out with me, draw in with me, and listen to what I'm saying here. In order to sign higher level clients, to attract them and convert them, you have to become a higher level leader. Higher level clients are going to demand a higher level you. The majority of spiritual entrepreneurs who I see in particular, the ones selling mindset, the ones selling energy work, the ones selling nervous system regulation, a lot of times they're a mess. They don't have their stuff together. They are selling energy mastery, and they are clearly on shaky ground. That is where the first thing you've got to do is get your shit together. Embody what you do. And embody your strengths. So you are sending out a different signal, because your words will matter less with this crowd. Your energy will do so much of the talking. When I hear conversations between higher level leaders, masterminds I'm a part of, friends that I have, connections that I have, vibe matters. Who do you want to be in your presence? Who do you trust with holding you? Because I got news for you. If you're looking to attract those higher level clients, if you're saying, I want 7-figure leaders, or I want multiple 6-figure leaders, these are the people that I want to be working with because they can pay me. First of all, that's not the best reason. It's great to want to support people who can pay you. Of course, we deserve to be paid. We want to be paid well. But that should not be the only reason that you want to attract a certain person. Look at that for yourself. But you have to understand that your vibe is going to matter. These people at this higher level, those people want you to hold them. They're going to have to trust you. And they're probably not going to be sharing what they share with others like they're sharing with you. They're not going to be as open. These are going to be personal things. It's going to require them to be vulnerable. If they don't believe that you have your stuff together, they're going to walk. And they're going to be like, you're not ready for me. I don't believe that you can hold me through this. I don't think you'll have the answers, because it seems like you're trying to figure stuff out yourself. Your energetic signature matters. And this is where human design comes in so much. This is where human design becomes the most indispensable tool in your toolbox, because human design teaches you how to become grounded in your own energy. Nothing has made me more energetically powerful and able to walk into rooms with people who really intimidate me and stand my ground in a way that's open and positive rather than me feeling scared the whole time. And it doesn't mean that I'm not nervous. Of course I am. But energetically, it's okay to be nervous. The rest of the people in there probably are too. But are you powerful in that nervousness? I'm an emotional authority. I got anxiety. It's just part of my being. It's part of my day. It's just part of my energetic signature. But I am able to ground myself through it so that it becomes excitement, so that anxiety doesn't feel negative to the person on the receiving end of it. Because for higher level leaders, this is one of the things that I've realized is that the minute that you come in contact with them, they will either feel your strength or they will feel your shit. That's the energetic game. You have to overcome your shit. You have to be living in your gifts. And when you do that, you will have to say a lot less. So for all of those open throat people who are like, I never trust if I have the words, or people who don't have a motor to the throat, the projectors, the generators out there, I don't know if I'm going to have the right things to say and I'm so nervous about it. Your silence will speak volumes. So what is it saying? That is a game you should prioritize. And that is why inside Business by Design, I don't just teach strategy and I don't just teach alignment. I teach them both. I teach you how to start speaking to that higher level audience. I help you cosmically align with the people that you are already connected to so that we're using your energy and your signature, your codes, which is what human design basically is, the gates, the channels, all of that. These are the codes of you. We fine-tune those codes so that you are putting out the strongest signal possible. You're building your offers, your message, and your business around that, your strengths. Through that process, you become very, very confident. You become excited about things that maybe didn't excite you before. And that is power. And we're doing that while building the structures around you so that it isn't all just words and concepts. It's actually something that's going out and making you money. So you stop feeling like you are hand to mouth all the time with money and you are not earning enough to create sustainability in your life. It's all required. I could just teach pieces, and I do. There are ways to work with me where we have courses and programs for you to take pieces of what I teach and do those if that's what's right for you at the time, or if you have the other pieces already, great. But if you're at that point where you've tried a lot of things and you haven't been able to make it all work, where you're like, I have offers, I sell things here and there, but I can't really create consistency in my revenue. And anytime I try to get to the next level, I feel like I'm just bumping my head up against this like inner glass ceiling that I have. Then you haven't connected all the dots is usually what it is. You have siloed pieces. I've got some alignment. I've got some training here. I have my offers built, but that is not a cohesive process. And that is what we teach. So if you're interested in that, if you want to start really aligning with higher level clients, both on an energetic level and a strategic level, I encourage you to check out Business by Design. All you have to do is DM me mentorship on Instagram and we'll send you the page, or go to NicoleLaino.com/enroll. And you can look at the page there. Or if you'd like to watch the workshop that I did where I took you through my soul strategy method, the 5 steps to getting you to a sustainable and profitable business according to your human design, becoming an authority, a real authority in every room you walk into, then you can DM me the word masterclass on Instagram and we'll send you the replay link just after you register. You can go to NicoleLaino.com/masterclass as well if you prefer to just shoot on over there to the website. We have all this linked up for you in the show notes as well, so feel free to hop on over there and we'll take you there. Thank you so much for being here. As always, I'm honored to have you here with us. Thank you so much. And remember, in order to have an unshakable business, you must first become an unshakable human. So thanks for letting us help you become unshakable with human design, everybody. We will see you next time.
If you love this episode and you're a fan of the show, please show us the love on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you're listening to the show and leave us a review. And if you'd like to connect with other entrepreneurs on their human design journey, join our free Facebook community, Human Design for Entrepreneurs. Go to NicoleLaino.me/podcast links to join the group, book a human design reading with me, or access our free human design resources. We'll see you there.